Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kimberly and I'm a part-time reseller on a few different platforms, primarily Poshmark, but I am trying out Curtsy and I do sell on Mercari, sometimes eBay. I send into ThreadUp sometimes. And the Real. I struggled over that one because ever since they've made their changes, it's been hard to want to send to them. But today we are doing a good old-fashioned Goodwill haul. I am filming this on January 14th, and I went today, January 14th, just to see what they had. It was kind of, I wanted to get out of the house. I wanted to see what was in store, and I will say it was busy. They were so busy that I would probably say every 5 to 10 minutes, you heard something shattering on the floor because there were so many people that I think people were like bumping into things and just knocking things over, and it was a bit of a free-for-all. I do appreciate the fact that there's one section of the thrift store, the dresses, that is like all the way over in a corner away from everybody because it's by the books. It's such a weird spot for it, but it totally works. So it's normally the first place I go, and it was the first place I went this time. I didn't find a lot. I found 13 items. I spent $60 and like 57 cents. I believe my average was about $4.60. I did the math and now I don't remember. But let me show you what I got. I will say there were quite a few pieces that I left behind because they were damaged. They were things that I just didn't think I could fix, repair, or ever really want to. Like I figured I would get it home and go, ooh, I shouldn't have done that. And since you can't return to mine, yeah. So first up is this. This is a gorgeous piece, and I'm so glad. The skirts were the last section I looked at, and I'm so glad I actually looked because I sometimes skip over it, but this time I didn't. And I found this beautiful skirt, and the brand is Escada, which is a designer brand. This is wool and silk with a little bit of nylon. I couldn't leave it behind. It's in such pristine condition. It's a size 42, which I'm not 100% sure yet what that is, but yeah. Normally, I'm not the biggest fan of selling skirts, but if it's a good enough brand, I will pick it up. I don't mind holding on to it. They don't take up a lot of room. And the other skirt that I found is actually from a brand that I found a damaged dress by them, and I was like, oh, I hate leaving you behind. But I don't know what the stains were, but they looked very set in. So I was like, I'm not even going to try it. I'm not going to chance it. And it was 50% off. It was the color of the week, one of the colors of the day at least. Red and blue were 50% off. And so this one was $5.49 with 50% off. And it is the brand Reese. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is a size 10, and it is this beautiful wool and linen skirt. I thought this was so nice that I couldn't leave it behind. And I've actually never found this brand before. So first, I saw the dress first and I went, oh, that hurts. It hurts to leave you. But then I saw this and I went, never mind. Next up, we have, this is Zella. I've actually sold this brand once or twice. I don't find it very often, but I got lucky because this was a color, one of the 50% off colors. So I spent $3.25 on these really nice size large Zella leggings. They're in really good condition. Maybe worn once or twice, if that. I really liked these and I wanted to give them a try. Plus it's January and resolutions and things like that. So I figured why not. Next up, we have, this was also 50% off because this was the other color, $6.49, so this was $3.25. This is the brand Miss Selfridge. It is a US size 4. I've heard of this brand, but I didn't even bother to look it up because I would have picked it up anyway because I love selling velvet, and these are a pair of like a maroon velvet legging. For that price, I mean, I would have just picked this up. So I'd heard of this brand, but I'm going to have to do some research on it because I don't know a lot about it. I've never sold it before, but I just thought this was gorgeous, and for that price, worth it. Now, this was on a rack that people were putting out, like the Goodwill employees were putting out. They don't necessarily mind if we look at the new rack per se. they don't like it, but they're not going to stop you. Because if you take it and you're buying it, they don't have to put it out, which totally understand. This is, so what I saw was this, and I was like, oh, I have to look at that. So it's Ariat. So I know that it's the last part of the word lariat. Lariat? I'm the worst. Anyway, so these are Ariat jeans in a size 30 long. Are these? Yeah, 30L. I just, they're cotton polyester spandex, real denim, really nice condition. I believe they are like they might be a boot cut, but I don't think so. I think they're more of a straight leg. I'll have to do a little more research on them, but they only wanted $6.49 for them. So I figured, why not? And on that very same rack was another pair of them. Also in a 30 long, slightly different. So it has a different back pocket design. So I know this is going to be a slightly different style. I'll have to do a little, like I said, I'll have to do research. But for $6.49 and having sold this brand before, their jeans, I wasn't going to leave it behind. Especially since, like I said, my cost of goods ended up being about $4.60. But boy, are they long. They are hard to maneuver. Next up, we have a pair that also, these weren't on that rack, but I found them and I was like, oh, let me take a look because they were green. And they are my size. So I'm going to try these on. If they don't fit, I'll sell them, whatever, don't care. But these are a size 16 from Torrid. And they are a skinny jean, but they're in excellent condition. They do have, I think they're more, I don't know if they're a full skinny or if they are that straight leg, because they could be more like the straight leg that I wear all the time. It does have a raw hem and it has intentional distressing. It has some very light distressing up here with the whiskering, but these are in like maybe worn once or twice condition. So I don't know. The cut date on these is 2019. But then it also says 2020, so that's interesting. I'm not 100% sure which style this is, but I'm going to do some research. I'm going to try and figure it out if they don't fit me. If they fit me, they're mine. Oh, there's another skirt I want to show you guys. So this store doesn't have great reception. Like, it's hard sometimes to do research, and with how many people were in there, yeah. So I saw this tag and decided I'm going to bring it home and I'm going to do some research. One way or the other, couldn't resist. It was on sale, so it was the half price. So what's that? So it's $2.75. And it is this really cool skirt. It is a skirt. It's almost like a bubble hem. The brand is 12 by 12 Los Angeles. Never heard of it, but I loved the tag. The tag really got me. Size small, and it's 100% silk. So I'm going to do some research, but for $2.75, I figured let me try it. What's the worst that can happen? I sell a silk skirt. Okay. Next up, we have also on the made it to half price. This was $5.49. So again, this was $2.75, and this is Smart Wool. It is a base layer. I don't know anything more than that. I'm going to have to do some research, but this is only my second time finding this brand, so I'm excited to learn more. This was also 50% off. Again, $5.49, so $2.75. And this is from Universal Studios. It's a size large, and it is a long sleeve pride shirt. It says love is universal. I loved it, so had to have it. I might try it on and see if it fits me. If it doesn't, I'll sell it. I have to say this because when I'm showing you guys this shirt, every time I go to Florida, I annoy the crap out of my father by wearing shirts like that. So he's always like, you're going to get in trouble. I'm like, how am I going to get in trouble? He goes, because you know there are people who don't like that. And I'm like, and that's why I'm going to keep wearing it. So I'm a little bit annoying like that. If you're not going to like it, I'm going to wear it. Sorry, I had to answer the phone. The last two pieces I'm going to show you, the last two items I got, are actually the first two pieces that I found. These were in the dresses section, which the dresses is where I go first. It just is. It's out of the way. I like to kind of get an idea of what I might find throughout the store. If I find something good, I kind of look and see what size, especially if there's more than one piece that's in that size. I will say there were two dresses. One was House of Harlow, and one was it was an Anthropologie brand. It's the one with the U.S. postage for a brand tag. I put them back, and the only reason I put them back is because they were full price, and the price has kind of gone up a little bit. It's now $7.49. These were already full price, so I was like, which two do I really want to give a try to, right? And so that's kind of what I was thinking at the time. This is the second piece I found. I'll show you the first one in a second because I think it's the best piece. I think it's going to be fun. This is Sail to Sable size medium. I have sold this brand a few different times. I've sent it in. I used to be able to send it into the RealReal, and they would sell it for me, and I did decently well on the Sail to Sable when I sent it to them. I've also sent it into ThredUp and sold it well. Because of the changes to both of those platforms, I'm probably just going to list this myself because this is a really nice basic, or elevated basic, I guess you'd say. So it has this gold button detail at the shoulder. And then it is just a kind of like a knee-length dress, kind of a basic shirt dress with these pockets at the bottom. They're functioning pockets with the buttons. And I just thought, well, and you can feel the quality. It is a nice, heavy dress. For $7.49, we do get, if you're a member of the program, anything over $20. If you spend over $20, you get 5% off each item, unless it's the 50% off items, if that makes sense. But again, cost of goods on average for this haul was like $4.60. So this was $7.49. It was a newer item. Probably went out last week since this week was green. And it's just this really nice dress. It has a nice like stitch down the back to give it a little bit of structure. This does need a bath. It does have a few like spots on it, but it's kind of like dirt more than anything else. So this is going to get a wash. And then it fell on the floor, so it really needs a wash now. And then the second piece, which is the first piece I found. So it is this really pretty floral dress. Love it. It is a size small, but it is the brand Jam's World. Now, I've only ever found this brand one other time. It was a button-down shirt, and I'll tell you, that shirt sold like this. Within a month, it had sold. It didn't even take a month, to be honest. And it sold for a decent price. So I was super excited to find a dress from this brand. I was super excited to find such a colorful dress in beautiful condition. It even has pockets, which, you know, it has pockets. Like, I get way too excited about dresses with pockets. I'm not going to lie. It's a size 5. And it says it's style number, and it says, it has a style number, and then it says biscus. So I'm guessing this is the hibiscus print. Has a zipper at the back. I just thought this was such a cool dress. It's so pretty. It's a good brand. I'm excited. Does it have a material tag? I didn't even think to look. Actually, that tag at the top is probably a material tag, and it's probably like faded or something. No, 100% rayon. Made in the USA. I'm super excited about this piece. I'm like kind of giddy. This was the first thing I found. And yeah, I saw the tag. I was like, whoosh, whoosh. There was a lady she was 5 dresses from this thing, and I went, mine. And I don't care. Super excited. Love what I found, but I'd love to know what you think. Did you have a favorite piece? I'm not going to lie. The dress is obviously, like you can tell, that's my favorite piece. That being said, I am super excited by the jeans that I found for myself, maybe, hopefully. The jeans I found to sell, all of it. But let me know what you think, because I think I did pretty well. I'm like really excited by this haul. It's kind of small but mighty. 13 pieces is not a ton. But like I said, it was very busy. I avoided some aisles that I normally would go down. I didn't get to really normally what I do is, because of how tight the aisles are, I'm looking at both sides at the same time. I didn't really get to do that the way I normally would. But I definitely went through all the sweaters, all the all the long sleeve tops. That being said, let me know what you think. Would you pick these items up? Do you have a favorite piece? What is your favorite piece? And let me know how thrifting is going for you, especially as we start a new year, because this is usually when I find a lot more gems. And I've definitely found some good pieces. Across both thrift stores. But at the same time, thrifting has also felt different lately. So I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you guys in my next video. I don't know when or what that will be, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Bye, guys.